the biggest World Cup in history. 48 teams, 3 countries, 104 matches, the most anticipated football tournament ever played. And yet, before a single ball was kicked, this World Cup had already generated more controversy than almost any tournament in history. Visa blocks, travel bans, ticket prices 7 times higher than normal, a country at war with one of the teams it is hosting, a Somali referee banned by the host nation, scientists warning of dangerous heat levels, and a carbon footprint double that of Qatar 2022. So is World Cup 2026 already a disaster, or is the football saving it? Let us be completely honest. This is not an attack on World Cup 2026, and it is not a defense of it either. It is an honest, balanced look at everything that has gone wrong, and everything that has gone right. Because the truth about this tournament is more complicated than either the critics or the cheerleaders are willing to admit. Ticket prices reached extraordinary levels. In New York, just 2 nights of hotel, plus 1 match ticket came to around $2,000, without factoring in travel costs. Train and bus tickets to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey increased to $98, more than 7 times the normal price of $12.90. FIFA initially announced a ban on reusable water bottles inside all stadiums at a tournament where most games are being played during the hottest hours of the day. More than half of all World Cup visitor visa applications were denied by the Canadian government. At least 1,725 applications from Ghanaian fans were processed, and only 11% were approved. Iran, one of the competing nations, is technically at war with the United States, one of the host nations. Iranian fans are banned from attending matches. A Somali referee officially appointed by FIFA was prevented from participating because of a sovereign decision by the host country, something that has never happened in World Cup history before. An independent study estimated the tournament's carbon footprint at 7.8 million metric tons of CO2, more than double the emissions of Qatar 2022. With matches spread across 3 countries and 16 cities, spectator and team transit alone accounted for nearly 88% of the total carbon footprint. Ecuador were left furious after a controversial VAR non-call allowed Germany's early goal to stand, despite a dangerous high kick in the build-up. Iran and Egypt found themselves at odds with FIFA over Pride Weekend celebrations in Seattle, clashing directly with their cultural and religious positions. FIFA president stated there were 500 million ticket requests for this tournament, compared to only 50 million combined for the previous 2 World Cups. UEFA's president called the expansion to 48 teams unnecessary and said it would fill the tournament with useless games. 13 nations from Asia and Africa responded directly. They responded, "Football does not belong to a select group of nations. Every team that qualifies deserves respect. Every supporter has the right to dream." Italy, a 4-time World Cup winner, failed to qualify for this tournament, finishing second to Norway before losing to Bosnia and Herzegovina on penalties. Some fans and journalists called for Italy to be given a spot instead of smaller nations, but the smaller nations had a powerful counter. And here is the fact that matters most of all. Despite every single one of these controversies, the football itself has been extraordinary. Messi scoring hat tricks, Ronaldo making history at 41, Dembélé scoring the 2nd fastest hat trick in World Cup history, debut nations like Cape Verde holding Uruguay, South Africa reaching the knockout rounds for the first time ever, the most dramatic, unpredictable group stage in recent memory. The 2026 World Cup is exactly what most major global events are: complicated, imperfect, political, controversial, and simultaneously breathtaking when the ball starts rolling. Is World Cup 2026 a disaster? No, not even close. Is it a perfect tournament? Absolutely not. The visa and travel issues are genuinely serious, and real people, including players and officials, have been directly affected by decisions that FIFA appears powerless to influence. The ticket pricing has locked out ordinary fans who cannot afford $2,000 for a single match experience. The carbon footprint is a legitimate environmental concern that deserves more attention than it is getting. But the football? The football has been spectacular. And for many fans, once the action starts, off-pitch concerns take a back seat to what happens on the pitch. World Cup 2026 is not a disaster, but it is not the clean, uncomplicated celebration FIFA promised either. It is something more interesting than both of those things. It is a tournament holding up a mirror to the world, showing us the tension between football's global ambition and the very real human and political complications that come with hosting the biggest sporting event on Earth. The controversy is real, the football is real, and the story is not over yet. What do you think? Is World Cup 2026 living up to the hype or falling short? Drop your honest verdict in the comments. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a breakdown. We are here for every moment of this tournament. See you in the next one.